we are going to cut out an apple. So we have a red square, pretty much, and we're going to turn it over. We're going to start by turning it over, and we're going to write our name right in the middle on the back, just like that. And then we're going to turn it back over again so we can see the apple and see the lines. We are going to use our scissors, and we have some rules with scissors. We have to make sure this pointy end points away from us. We don't want it to come to us because otherwise we'll get hurt. So it has to go away from us. Then the little circle goes on top and the big circle goes on the bottom. And so in that little circle on top goes our thumb. Remember? Thumb always goes up. Keep your thumbs up. So I'm going to put my thumb in there and then 2 or 3 fingers in there. And then I am going to make sure the scissors are still facing away from me. Okay? Then we're going to pick up this fun shape and we are going to cut into the apple. And I'm going to stop right there because if I keep going right there, I'm going to cut right through it. And I don't want to do that because remember, where my scissors are pointing is where I'm going to cut. So I got to turn it so that it is now on the line that I want to cut on. And I'm going to go slow because remember, we're still learning how to cut. So we're going to take our time and go pretty slow. And there we go. Now I got to make sure I turn it again because if I keep going again, I'm going to cut right through the middle of my apple. So I have to use this hand over here to turn my paper. I'm going to turn my paper and that hand is going to just keep doing that. And my other hand's just going to keep cutting. It's just going to keep opening and closing while I drive my scissors on that line. That's all we're doing. All the way around to the other side till we get back to where we started. There we go. Then we're going to put our scissors down. And now we have our apple shape that looks just like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our glue. And we're going to take our glue and we're going to put a dot of glue right there in the middle, just like that. And then we're going to find our brown rectangle. There we go. It's a brown rectangle. And that's going to be the stem because every apple hangs off of a tree by a stem. So we're going to put our stem right there in the middle. And then we have to add our leaf. So I'm going to put some glue right next to my stem. And then I'm going to pick up my leaf and I'm going to take one of my pointy ends and I'm going to have it hanging off, just like if it came off of a tree. Just like that. And then sometimes we find fun things that like to eat apples. Besides us, we find little worms that sometimes are in our apples. So I'm going to just pick a spot, any spot, and I'm going to take my worm and I'm just going to set him down right there. He's kind of sticking up, like he's popping out of that apple, and I can see his little smiley face. And that's all we have to do. So it's pretty easy. Take your time and make sure you go really slow so you get it done the way you want. Have fun!